Hello, I'm Irene Tansman, author of Abe and Eileen's Autism War. Today I have a special guest with me, EJ Tan, a California native on the autism spectrum. Today we're going to discuss how friends and family can help a loved one on the autism spectrum. I was inspired to have EJ on my channel after watching Ken Valdivia's YouTube video on EJ. I will place a link to that video in the YouTube description. Welcome to my channel, EJ.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you for having me.
In Ken's video, you say that at age 4 or 5, your friends and family helped you overcome obstacles that you faced with your diagnosis. How did friends and family help you?
My friends and my family helped me with my diagnosis, all because they really believed in me that I could make a difference in the world. But they also believed that I could find a way how to succeed and how to cope with society, pretty much. And
So they told you they believed in you, and everything they did it supported you because they believed in you. They thought that you could do it.
yeah, because a lot of people back then, when I was born, when they found out that I had autism, they were like, "Oh, this person can never graduate high school, can never live on his own, can never have like a bright future because of his disability." And I mean, I would love to see what those people think of me right now,
These
because
were these were healthcare professionals or educational professionals. Who were the naysayers?
naysayers and healthcare professionals, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, do you remember not being able to speak or having communication difficulties? Do you remember
I
that?
I do remember that all too well. What did help me how to speak when I was 7 years old was through this incredible Broadway show called Fan of the Opera. Both both the Broadway play and also the movie, as well, directed by Joel Schumacher. I don't know, it's just for some reason the music in that movie, it just taught me how to speak. It taught me how to say words, pretty much. It taught me how to like say full sentences, because before I saw Fan of the Opera, or before I even knew about this iconic Broadway show, I had never said a single word, not even mama as a little baby, not even that.
So you didn't speak at all until age 7?
No, I did not speak until I was 7 years old, and it was through the incredible music of Fan of the Opera.
How do you like that? That really is incredible.
Yep,
And did your speech, when it came out, did it come out the way it is now?
it definitely has, and it has improved a lot lately because of this amazing organization that I just found out called Toastmasters. And what they do is that they help you with your speech and all that, and they help you like try to not stutter your words and try to speak more fluently and more efficiently.
For those of those watching who aren't familiar with Toastmasters, Toastmasters is really for everybody who wants to learn how to speak. I've thought about doing Toastmasters myself, for public speaking. A lot of times I'll stumble over my words and I feel very nervous doing public speaking. But I've heard this before about Toastmasters, that can be pretty helpful. My son's speech is very unintelligible. Um,
Mm.
And I'm always looking for some way that he could improve, but I don't think he's quite up to the point where he can benefit from something like that. So do you remember being frustrated about not being able to speak?
I mean, there have been a few times where I want to say something, but then I lose my train of thought, or I just forget what I want to say. Sometimes that frustrates me, but nowadays I just I just rub it on my shoulder because really it's no problem. If I remember it,
When
if I
you,
remember, I remember it. If I don't, then it's all good. Whatever.
when people who get to be my age, when you get to be a senior citizen, that happens all the time. Where you forget what you were going to say. So, what advice would you give young parents whose child has recently been diagnosed with autism? What advice would you give them?
Don't worry. Everything's going to be just fine. Everything's going to be okay. I know your son has autism, and I know you're a little bit worried about how he's going to interact with other people, but I strongly believe that just because you have an autism does not make you any less of a human being at all. We're all human beings in this world, and we should look at and we should respect people with autism the same way that other people would like to be respected. And I also strongly believe that if you put your mind to it, if you put in the hard work, it doesn't matter if you have autism or not. You can always find a way to succeed in life. Look at me now. I mean, for like 24 for like 24 years, sometimes I have dropped the ball, sometimes I have really messed up at some points, but I never let that deteriorate what I want to do. So what I want to do in the future, I never let it like get the best of me, pretty much. I actually just think of my autism as like second nature to
You
me.
know, EJ, that everybody messes up. Everybody
Yeah.
messes up, and that's how the problem comes when you mess up and you don't recognize that you messed up, so you can't correct it for the next time. But everybody messes up, and if you can use that to help improve yourself, and you're always improving yourself, then you're always on an upward trajectory. So. I wanted to ask you, the autism spectrum includes individuals who require 24/7 care, like my son. My son is, uh, you know, has very severe autism, all the way up to professionals who are earning six-figure salaries. Do you think that the autism spectrum should be split? What's your opinion on that?
No, I don't think it should be split. I think that people with disability and normal people should always try to find a way how to get along with each other. I mean, sure, sometimes the way that some people with disability, some maybe the way they act is it's a little bit out of the ordinary, but but at the same time, they're still learning how to like interact with other people, pretty much. I mean, if autistic people just like interact with like if autistic people just interacted with other people who have like disabilities, I mean, Sure they'll like get along with each other, but what are they gonna be learning too at the end of the day?
Okay, let me just tell you what I was thinking of. I'll just give you an example because that'd be easier to understand. I brought my son he had to have an ultrasound on his neck. And he can't really wait in the waiting room. Okay, he can't wait in the waiting room. And it was very, very difficult. He actually did very well on that, doing the ultrasound and accepting that medical care. But he can't, he was required to, wait like 40 minutes like everybody else. And he really can't wait like everybody else. Now, somebody who might be still on the spectrum might not have any problem with waiting at all. The reason why people who want who have loved ones on the severe end of the spectrum, why they want the diagnosis split, is so that they could advocate for accommodations for that particular issue. In other words, let's say, okay, we have some kind of an accommodation for waiting for people who have severe autism. You don't need it for all of the spectrum. You only need it for people who have that problem. So that's why families want to see the spectrum split, because there are things that the people on the, well, even on the people need different things, and it's very hard to advocate for what you need when the definition of the diagnosis is different for a lot of people. So that's really what we're talking about when we're talking about splitting the spectrum. But let's move on to the next topic. Tell me about your new job. Uh-oh.
So,
Okay. We
so
lost
I
your
work.
audio for a minute, but go ahead. Go ahead.
So I work at this new job called Desert Haven. It's located here in Santa Cruz, California, and basically what Desert Haven is, they bring you to different sites, different apartments, and they have you do labor work over there, and they pretty much have you like clean up the place, pretty much like any trash you see, like sweep it up, and if you want, you can clean up the windows too as well. You can vacuum. You can vacuum over there, and but the thing is that you always have to make sure that you bring your lunch.
Okay. Okay. So do you like the job?
I really do like the job.
So what do you like about it?
I just love going on new adventures,
Oh,
and
okay.
I just love trying new things, and I love challenging myself too.
Well, I like to see something that's dirty. I like to see it get clean. I would have thought that was been your answer. Oh, it was dirty, and now I made it clean. You know, that's what I like about cleaning. So, what are your hopes for the future?
My hopes for the future is that I hope gas prices go exponentially down.
Oh, that would be great. How bad are they in California?
It's like $5 last time I checked.
Oh, it's a little cheaper here. It's over here. It's like $4.10 or something like that. But that's still high.
Yeah, it's still
And when the
high.
gas prices are high, everything is high. All the food is high.
Yep.
Everything that gets transported is high. Yeah, I would say that's a good hope. But what about personally? Your hope for your own future?
Well, I hope to have my own house, like my own family, and I hope to I hope to have like my own car, pretty much. Or I just want I just want to like I just want to become like better and better every single day. I want to always put in the hard work no matter what. I just, and I will also like to show some of my fan art, some of my designs to some of the most famous people in the world.
Yeah, you do some graphic design?
I do.
Yeah, what kind of graphic design do you do? Can we see it on the internet?
Yeah, we can.
All right, you're gonna have to send me some. Can you send me some links so we can see some of the designs that you do?
I'll send it to you right now.
Okay. All right. So thank you so much, EJ, for being on my channel. And I wish you luck in all your future endeavors. I think you're going to be very, very successful in life. Everybody, EJ Tan, aspiring YouTuber, graphic designer, and autism advocate, professional cleaner. Thanks to everyone for watching our video, and I'll see everybody on the next one.